Inspired by him, we continued our battle with our own selves. It was the steepest slope so far. This was the most difficult section on the way to Namche. This land doesn't accept humans easily. Perhaps that's why we faced innumerable obstacles. But thanks to mountain climbers who encouraged us, we were able to continue climbing. Finally, we reached our second destination, Namche. Every time we reached our goals, we were surprised by our abilities. Maybe that's why the night in Namche was all the more beautiful. That night, the Namche Lodge was filled with a delicious smell. Our cooks made dinner for us. All mountaineering expeditions have cooks. For us, our cooks cooked Korean food. They said they could cook almost any Korean dish.
김치찌개, 된장찌개, 콩나물, 녹두 베니떡, 김치 볶음밥, 삼겹살, 목살, 돼지 불고기, 갈비, 감자탕, 가래밥 아니야.
These Nepalese cooks learned how to cook Korean food because many mountain climbers are from Korea. What does it taste like? It's amazing that these people who had never been to Korea can cook Korean food so well. It tasted like a home-cooked meal. Before going to bed, we wanted to wash up, but there was just enough water to brush our teeth. We couldn't even think of washing up. Only I was allowed to use some warm water because my feet were swollen. The rest of the team was banned from using water.
그냥 손자국 났어, 손자국.
때 봤대.
갈색 됐어, 갈색. 니 반대쪽 해야 되잖아, 아끼라고.
안 돼. 아, 진짜 더럽다.
난 벌써 한쪽.
Even this will be something to remember later. The next day, we resumed our journey despite the chilly wind. Today, we're going to Sangbo-che, which is 200 meters higher than Namche, in order to get acclimated to high-altitude conditions. Namche is where mountain sickness begins to affect many. Mountain climbers usually stay in Namche for at least a week or even 1 month to become acclimated to the high altitude. But our team wasn't able to because of our schedule. Sangbo-che is located on a mountain behind Namche. Despite the short distance, it took us a while to reach it because of the high altitude. Jin-sun suffered a lot, but she didn't give up. Even mountain sickness couldn't discourage Jin-sun.
물? 질 수 있어요.
Our team was getting stronger. From Sangboche, you can see Mount Everest. People call this spot Everest View. Mount Everest is also called Chomolungma, or Goddess Mother of the World. It's the highest mountain in the world and a place where the earth meets the sky. From here, we also saw the south face of Loche. Will we ever face that mysterious peak? It was a moment filled with expectation and fear. Mountain climbers easily bond with one another.
So you've been here before, like in Himalayas?
Not in this part. We've both been in Annapurna and things for the past month, so...
Annapurna?
Yeah.
I heard it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So we've acclimatised a little bit, so I think we're quite lucky, but have to be careful.
Yeah.
Arrived in Nepal 3 days ago, came here.
We didn't notice how time passed as we talked about the beauty of mountains.
I think it's pretty impressive. I mean, it's, such a young group, and I think it'll be a pretty amazing experience. I think you guys will learn a lot from it, so yeah, you'll have a good time, hopefully. Maybe we'll see you on the trek. That'd be pretty good.
After seeing Mount Everest and chatting with mountain climbers, we returned to Namche. We felt more at ease that day. Feeling more relaxed now, we decided to take a tour of the village. Namche is the largest village in Khumbu, Himalaya, and a place where all mountain climbers stay. That's why there are even internet cafes here. What a surprise! Locals make their living thanks to tourists. It's the largest commercial district in the Himalayas. Here, you can find everything you need for mountaineering. All this stuff is transported by people because neither bikes nor cars can ride here. Baskets for carrying merchandise are made with bamboo. Their top is wide, while their bottom is narrow. This way, weight is spread evenly. Even children's toys are small baskets. In the Himalayas, potters are in high demand. The higher they climb, the more they are paid. People living in high-lying areas have small lungs. That's why they carry everything on their heads to minimize pressure on the lungs. Upon our return to the lodging facility, we began sorting out our clothing. You may wonder why we have brought so many clothes with us.
지금 사이즈별로 나눠서 여기 의료 봉사할 때 같이 나누고 좀 적긴 하지만 그래도 조금이나마 도움이 됐으면 해요.
We also provided medical volunteer services because many people in Nepal have no access to health care. We used a table as a bed for patients and brought all kinds of medical devices and medicines. Our outdoor hospital was set up in no time. Our hospital became famous through word of mouth, and soon we were receiving a lot of patients. Our doctor took charge of treating patients, while we took care of simple injuries.
설명도 해주시고 있어요.
물이나 이제 음식이나 이런 게 아무래도 깨끗하지 않기 때문에 그런 식생활 습관 때문에 그런지 소화기 계통 증상을 가진 환자들이 많이 옵니다.
Our clothes were very popular.
그래서 정신이 하나도 없어.
Aren't these children so adorable?
Well, we feel very good because the doctor came from Korea and they just give a free medicine and free gifts for our children, and we feel really very, very good. And we would like to thank to the Korean people who came here and helped.
The next morning, we headed to a new destination. It's Tengboche, which is located 3,930 meters above sea. The altitude kept rising. Though we had climbed many high and low mountains in Korea before coming here, the Himalayas turned out to be the biggest challenge ever. The Himalayas is the place that you can only conquer through perseverance and tenacity. The refreshing sound of water quenched our thirst. This milky river was formed by melting glaciers on Mount Everest. Pristine nature untouched by human civilization. Why did it take us so long to discover the beauty of nature? Just when we began feeling tired under the scorching sun, we found a shaded spot on Tengboche. We were welcomed by various Buddhist relics. Though Nepal is a Hindu country, its mountains have multiple traces of the traditional Tibet Buddhism. Tengboche Monastery is the largest traditional temple in the Khumbu Himalayas. We asked for permission to get inside. There were some young monks who looked the same age as us. Here, becoming a monk is regarded as a great honor to one's family. That's why competition for becoming monks is very fierce. Several members of our team prayed for our safety. That day, we all wanted to ask the Buddha to protect us, regardless of our religions. The next day, we headed to Dingboche. We continued to climb on a steep slope. Pangboche is a village located 3,930 meters above sea. It looked like it was in danger. Traces of landslides could be seen everywhere. They were like scars that covered the entire village. The sandy wind was like blood flowing in those scars.
यो भएको चाहिँ तपाईको यो भन्दा 10 वर्ष अगाडिदेखि नै बढी जस्तो चाहिँ अब बर्खाको मौसममा बर्खा टाइममा चाहिँ भत्किने क्रम चाहिँ हुन्छ अब तातो हुन्छ नि अहिले जमिरहेको हुन्छ हैन अनि बर्खामा चाहिँ तातिएर झर्छ